We will end the sanctuary cities, cities that refuse to cooperate with federal authorities, will not receive taxpayer dollars.
We are not going to be bullied by federal policy that has us compromise values that we know that are very defining for our community.
So what is a sanctuary city? Well, all it means is that when a resident comes in contact with local law enforcement, he will not be asked about his legal status, and the local jail won't hold undocumented immigrants for deportation proceedings unless they regard them as violent criminals. Despite threats of funding cuts by Donald Trump, major US cities have already come out in favor of remaining sanctuaries. They represent a quarter of all undocumented residents in the US. And if they don't cooperate, it's going to be hard for the president-elect to enforce his deportation plan.
I want you to know your city will stand by you and protect you every step of the way.
At the root of this debate are the values of Santa Fe, and they're values that have been in place since the earliest days more than 400 years ago. With 14% of our population being made up of immigrants, we can't afford to lose them back into the shadows or to see them leave our community, because we rely on them showing up day in and day out to provide critical services to our community.
What do you start doing?
My children are American citizens and I am not. And that worries me a lot because we can be separated.
Fabiola entered the country illegally with her parents when she was a child. An executive order by President Obama in 2012 gave her temporary legal status, a place in nursing school, and a job at the hospital.
Yeah, I have a better job. My kids have better quality of life. We have better quality of life. And we're thinking about buying our house. Yeah, because I feel safe. I don't feel afraid.
That executive order, along with her city sanctuary status, is now under threat.
And my fear is that I'm not going to feel free anymore. I'm not going to feel confident to buy a house. So what's going to happen? After that, people are going to start working again, like back then, cleaning houses, cleaning yard work, construction, without license.
Critics of sanctuary cities say they shield criminals from being detected by federal authorities and put residents in danger.
People who actually are here to work and work hard, I don't think they're going to be affected by any of these sweeping changes. It's more about the drug cartels. We have a massive drug problem here in New Mexico.
But when it comes to the murder rate, Santa Fe fares quite well against similar-sized cities who are actively cooperating with the Immigration Enforcement Agency. Santa Fe's mayor says while the city has always pursued violent criminals, it won't use its local police to enforce sweeping deportation plans.
We need law enforcement to focus on combating crime in our city that can be hurtful to our citizens, not being deportation agents or extensions of a federal policy that seeks to destroy families and hurt people.